We do not have to be a good person in order to get to heaven when we die. Then how do we get to heaven? I'm so glad you asked that. I'm Emily. I have been a Christian almost my whole life. I accepted Jesus into my heart when I was 6 years old. And all that means is that I know that Jesus is who he says he is. He is the Son of God. He is God in the flesh. He came to earth to die for me in my place because I am a sinner. And God is holy. He can't be with sinners. So he had to come up with an idea because he loves us so much and he wants to be with us forever. So he came up with an idea of putting on flesh, coming to earth, living a sinless, perfect life, and then sacrificing himself on the cross for us and shedding his blood for us, because there has to be a sacrifice in order to cover for all sin. And he's the only one who could do it, because he's the only perfect being that has ever lived. So he's the only one who could do this, and all we have to do is accept it. So at 6 years old, I accepted that gift of salvation. And as soon as you accept this gift, there's a battle for your soul. Before you accept it, you're in the world, your flesh is your fuel. And then when you accept Jesus, Jesus is your fuel. So then that moment comes when you accept him, there's a battle for your soul. And so we still have a choice to either continuing to sin and continuing to follow our fleshly sinful desires, or we're going to come over here and we're going to live in our new identity, which is God's daughter or son, and we're going to sin less. But the only reason we sin less is out of our gratitude because of what he has done for us. Romans 5:8 says, Jesus died for us while we were still sinners. So that doesn't mean he said, go stop sinning, and then I will give you this gift. No, he's like, here's the gift of salvation. Here's the gift that you get to go to heaven when you die, when you just believe. Here, take it. And then through that, when you take it out of our gratitude, and when we know how much he loves us, then we start sinning less. It's not that we have to sin less in order to get to him, but we are never going to be perfect. So when I was deep in my sin, I was struggling and I was like, am I really saved? I was terrified at one point, thinking, I'm going to hell. If I died right now, I would go to hell. But I got it wrong. I didn't realize God's grace covers your past, present, and future sins. It's not fair. People do bad things, and yet if they accept Jesus, they can go to heaven, because it's not about us. We are sinners. We will always be sinners. The littlest white lie or a big murder. We are all sinners in God's eyes. Every sin is not the same, and every sin has bigger consequences. But his grace covers it all. So it takes all the pressure off of us saying we have to be perfect human beings in order to get to heaven. So say you accept Jesus' gift of free salvation, and then the next day you sin 5 times. Are you going to go to heaven, or are you going to go to hell? Heaven. Because Jesus died, shed his blood for all of your sin. He didn't have to keep dying for your sin. He did it once and for all. He rose from the dead so that we get to be with him forever when we die. It takes so much pressure off of us. So take the pressure off of yourself for being perfect. Understand God's grace and God's love for you. Nothing can separate you from God's love. All you have to do is accept the free gift, and I'll see you in heaven.